Hey everybody, welcome back to this show. It is time for us to talk about what is trending out there, and of course, worldwide news is that Steve Jobs passed away yesterday, and it's been the talk of Twitter and all over the internet, of course.
Yeah, absolutely, and it sort of makes you realize, we were talking about this morning, that we, of course, you sort of know that you live in interesting times, but you look at the changes that have happened within our lifetime, in the 80s when computers were first introduced to where we stand today and how it's influenced the way we communicate, our world, everything else. This goes to like one, maybe two, maybe three guys that have really influenced the way that the world works. And to live in a time where you can watch these people whose minds work in such a fundamentally different way.
And then to lose them to cancer.
Yeah, crazy.
Just sucks.
At 56.
And I was reflecting on all of this morning while I was on my MacBook and checking my messages on my iPhone. I got distracted and I bought a couple of songs on iTunes. I wasn't even thinking about it, but everything. And then I was thinking, I turned on the news and I was just, saw Steve Jobs. They were doing a lot of stories on him, and I was just thinking that everything that I did, from, the app that helps my insomnia on my iPhone to getting out this morning.
P.S. What is that app again?
It's called Altered States. Honestly, if you have insomnia, you got to check out that app. But seriously, everything that I did had something to do with what Steve Jobs had created. And I remember distinctly seeing the ad for the first Macintosh computer. I won't admit how old I was, but it was in 1984. And we're going to run that for you right now, because you have to remember, this was 1984 when this ad ran, and it is pretty iconic on its own. Here it is.
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the information purification directives. We have created, for the first time in all history, a garden of pure ideology, where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests of a contradictory laws. Our unification of the laws is more powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth. We are one people, with one will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
And the world was never the same after the first Macintosh was introduced. And I've been a Mac geek ever since I learned how to use computers, because I learned on one, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, that's a cool ad. You forget about that, right?
You know what? I wish all ads were that good.
Yeah, interesting fellow. And the other one we wanted to show you, this one is, I think, all over the place today, but it's good to listen to this. If you have kids, show them this entire speech. It's 15 minutes long. It was Steve Jobs speaking, I believe, in 2005 at the commencement at Stanford University, and he had some fascinating things to say. We're just going to show you a little bit of it, but play this whole thing for you.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary.
So true. So when you have some time, watch the whole speech, because it was pretty amazing. An amazing fellow who changed everybody's lives all over the world.
Very cool. We're going to take a break.